Let's talk about sales in professional services, and more specifically about outreach. How do you reach out to potential clients, to your ideal clients? I want to talk about this topic today because I believe that this is a topic that many professionals don't want to talk about. And it's also a topic that many professionals should be talking about. They should talk about it because your work is not going to sell by itself. Although I can see that this is a myth in a lot of conversations between owners of professional services firms, founders, CEOs, business owners, solopreneurs. We all have this dream that one day we will be able to put a brand and a company that is such that it will sell by itself. It's almost like we believe that in doing great work, the work will by itself talk. There will be word of mouth, and our pipeline of opportunities will be just full all the time. In reality, we have to go out and sell and let people know that we exist. So there are different ways to sell. One way that I recommend selling and doing outreach is called authentic outreach. How do I define authentic outreach? I define it as the act of treating your potential clients like they are your friends, except doing it at scale. It involves connecting to them, relating to them, and getting to know them better so that they can align with your services when they need it. In this approach, there is no manipulation. There is no persuasion. There is no forceful, there is no under pressure tactics to force yourself to sound salesy. In fact, what I'm suggesting in authentic selling is that you just signal your presence, just like a lighthouse signals its presence to boats so that it can guide them through difficult path to get to the harbor, to get to an opportunity, which is the harbor. So how do you do this when you are in professional services? You share your knowledge, you share your thoughts. That's what experts do. An expert is somebody paid for their thinking, somebody paid for their thinking. So you share your thoughts on a frequent, regular, and consistent basis through different channels. This is one of the, probably the first method of reaching out to your potential customers is by signaling, just like a lighthouse, at a frequent and regular cadence that you're there in case they need your guidance. I really love this metaphor of the lighthouse, and it comes from a quote by Anne Lamott. And the quote goes like this: lighthouses don't go running all over an island looking for boats to save. They just stand there shining. So should you do as a professional advisor, a consultant, a coach, an engineer, an architect, a designer. You should be standing there, shining with your ideas so that your potential clients, in the metaphor, the boats to save, know where to find you when they need you. That is the core principle of authentic selling. It is a practice that I recommend that you never stop doing. Even if you feel like your pipeline is full, that your roster of clients is there, you should always and consistently be reaching out to potential clients. How much time should you spend doing this? Well, it's up to you, but I think a good guideline might be anywhere between, at the minimum, an hour a week to, when you really need more work, up to maybe 8 hours a week or 10 or 20 hours a week. It's up to you to decide the intensity that you want to put in the light that you're shining. Should it be just a little signal, or should it be a really very intense signal to people? It's up to you to decide. I believe this is an activity that is sometimes that sometimes goes on the back burner of our concern or of our focus. We don't pay attention to it because we would rather create assets, create content, create things, and an infrastructure, a system of stories, a system of messages, of content that will just get us to where we want to be. I'm not saying that the infrastructure is not important. I'm saying here that a balance is healthy and should. So you should really continuously look at how you can reach the potential customer. So I hope that my metaphor helped you. Be the shining light through the fog, standing on the island, ready to help clients, and be there and notice and align with them, align with their wants and their needs and their concern, and be ready when they need you. That's the basis. These are the basics of authentic outreach.